Hi. So today we will walk through the step by step to a course which is meant for teachers. So with Learn by Chapter, we have lots of courses for 6 to 12 class teachers as well as students. These courses are highly beneficial for the students as they prepare for IIT, JEE and CBSE at the same time, NEET. Starting from class 6, they don't have to go in and opt for exorbitant prices courses. These courses can be used by teachers for a lot of resources which are NEP 2000 compliant and CBSE compliant as well. These courses follow strict CBSE guidelines. These courses follow all the possible CBSE training circulars which you're going to see. So here I log into the course with sign in. As soon as I do sign in, then my user ID and password is going to appear. I'll put my user ID and password. I've already pre-filled it, so it will be easy for me to log in. So here I log in into the course. As soon as I log in into the course, what I will see is something like this as Facebook. So the advantage to this is you can see in the left hand side register course are coming. In the center you can upload your news feed. We recommend and we'll allow only educational post. So whatever is in your mind you can post over here, and thousands and millions of users of learnbychapter.com will see the knowledge, the source, the resource you are sharing out here. Then on the right hand side you can see members. So you can connect to all the members, share educational resources, collaborate with them, and sharing of knowledge can happen. Here we go to the courses from the top menu. When we go to the courses, you can see then all courses, there are 93 courses listed out here. And then there are my courses. When we go to my courses, you will see a course over here. I'll click to one of the course which is meant for teachers, and I'll say continue to the course. Now when I go to the continue, when I reach to the course panel, what I'm seeing out here on the top is orientation for teachers. Now all the resources which are mentioned over here in this course, so we have given an option that how to make those resources by yourself. So this is for the teachers. Then you can see this cross. Cross is just because of the fact that we have completed this course. Once we complete this course, you can generate the certificate for you. So first of all, I'll show you the certificate. When you see the certificate, it is a certificate which is verifiable. It is in accordance to the CBSE training guidelines. Here we will mention it very clearly. CBSE doesn't authorize anybody for the courses. Like they don't approve any agency for the courses. But these courses are made according to the CPD or the CBSE CPD guidelines. And CBSE recommends that 25 hours of CPD training can be done other than CBSE. 25 hours of the training has to be done by CBSE and 25 hours can be done other than CBSE. So I'll again go to the course part. Here we have very well laid out menu which you can see out here. First thing is topic wise educational podcast in the course. Now when we go to the podcast, in the left panel you can see various contents which are available in the course. When we go to the podcast, if you can see, this podcast is in English. Then on the bottom, if you can see, there are two pages. I'll go to the page number 2. When I go to page number 2, this particular podcast is in Hindi as it is mentioned rightly over here. Let me go to page number 1 once again and play this podcast for you so that you can understand how this podcast can be used with the students. Students can hear this podcast while traveling in the bus, while jogging or taking a morning walk, they can learn this course very well. So let me go through this podcast in English.
Hey there, welcome to the deep dive.
And it's a bright yellow color,
So forming a solid from two liquids is another sign.
a very visible one. It tells you something chemically new and insoluble has been created.
Okay, so wrapping up this part, the main signs, the observations that tell us a chemical reaction might have happened are...
So this is a very interesting way for students to learn the chapter or to recapitulate the chapter or to get the synopsis of the chapter initially. Second thing what we have in this is chapter wise notes. Now when we talk about chapter wise notes, these notes are in Hindi and English in both languages, and they are in various forms. So first I will show you one form of notes. When we go to the notes, they are chapter wise, topic wise. We keep on going through the notes. At end of these notes, you will find out mind map, and then there are important questions which keep on appearing in board examination. Then you will find assertion reason questions over here, short answer, long answer. Then you will find assertion reason questions over here. Then you will find out case study questions over here. You can use these questions with your students. And after all these questions are there, then you will find out, a lot of, these are again topic wise notes are there. Second thing is, I'll take you to the second sort of type of notes. Again, these notes are created by experts. They're again topic wise. You can see the notes, the quality of notes. And if, I recommend that all the teachers, that after teaching a particular topic, notes must be given to the students for them to write in the notebooks. Even the question and answers must be done after a topic is being done, because it is fresh in their mind, and if they do the question and answer at that time, it will be very easy for them. Then we go to the third page and we can see the notes in Hindi. We have included only English and Hindi for the moment, but in due course of time we'll include other languages like Arabic and other languages too. So here are the notes in Hindi, and then again all the question and answers and everything are going to be there. Third resource in this course pack is a PowerPoint presentation for you. When you go to the PowerPoint presentation, this is a presentation which you can use in your classes while teaching. The next resource is a educational video. So these are the videos which you can play for the musical intelligence students. Sometimes when you are absent, then in substitution classes, these videos can be played. They are made well. Students can learn a lot from this video. Teachers, you don't have to go through, or students, you don't have to go through a lot of resources on internet, searching them, wasting your time, creating them, making on chat GPT. I don't think so even that is advisable after this course is launched. And what is the cost? A cost of a coffee. Just for a cost of coffee, you can have these courses at your disposal. Let me go through other contents of this course. Then we have KHDA and PISA. Again, first of all, I'll mention they are topic wise. Everything we mention over here and talk about on this website is going to be topic wise. KHDA is UAE standards. KHDA is a organization which maintains quality in Dubai, and PISA is international organization which takes care of the again the quality. They build up quality, and there's a lot of competition that happens in PISA, and there's a competitive. So for the competitive journey, we have created this UAE standards over here, lesson plans according to that. We assure you, using these lesson plans, 20% at least every year, you can increase on the KHDA ranking. We will include other rankings or other, international. Let's say in India, it is CBSE, and ministry is MHRD. They have created national education policy. We have to adhere to that policy. Similarly, in Dubai, it is KHDA. In Abu Dhabi, it is ADAC. So we have included Dubai's lesson plans and we assure you that 20% of your ranking, school ranking, will increase when you use these resources. Again, they are topic wise, and when we say topic wise, you can see on the second topic also lesson plan is there. Let me go to the next resource, which is topic wise Bloom's taxonomy based assessment rubrics. So again, what I say is they are based on NCERT learning outcome is there. They are topic based. We have covered all the parts of Bloom's taxonomy, all the 6 level higher order thinking skills. CBSE expects competency based questions to be solved. So this is again on the basis of competency, and this is how we can build up competency in our students. Next, let me take you to multiple intelligence based lesson plans. I'm sure that all the teachers are aware what is multiple intelligence. There are 8 kind of intelligences in students. Somebody is good at sports, somebody is good at music, somebody is good at arithmetic, mathematics, somebody is good at English, listening, somebody is good at talking, somebody is good at talking with nature or walking with nature, somebody is an introvert, so or playing sports. So what we have made is we have made these lesson plans for every kind of a learner. In students or diagnosticassessment.in or in the students portal, we have also included free multiple intelligence tests which a child can give and a teacher can calculate which intelligence the student has got. That is again very, very important. So with multiple intelligence, you can cover every kind of a learner. Again, these lesson plans are topic based. NEP 2020 aligned, CBSE aligned, experiential learning, conceptual clarity, collaboration, foundation literacy. So we have covered NEP 2020 in details. And as you can see, linguistic intelligence. See, we term our students weak, but we don't teach them well. If they're good at sports, we must use sports to teach them. I'll give you one example. And many students say that making marking of map is difficult because there are a lot of demographies or crops or agriculture and all these things, and it is very difficult to teach map to our students. But if we tell the same student who's good at sports that you mark all the countries, those who are playing World Cup in football, soccer or cricket, so they will be very keen in marking in those maps. So this is how we cover up kinesthetic intelligent or sports intelligent people. Same is spatial intelligent. We can ask them, some artist, where is Picasso from, mark it in the world map. They're going to do it. They're going to do it keenly. We ask them to draw a map, they can do it keenly. So this is how multiple intelligence based lesson plans are really going to make your teaching learning process so good that students will love you, they'll respect you, and they will say that yes, you have changed their life. So we have given multiple intelligence based lesson plan, NEP 2020 compliant, CBSE compliant, and again topic wise. Let me go to the next resource, which is STEM aligned DIY activities. Now what is the STEM aligned DIY? CBSE has recently introduced, or on the basis of NEP 2020 and NCF 2023, STEM aligned education, science, technology, engineering, mathematics aligned education. So again, topic wise, if there are 100 topics in the chapter, 200 DIY activities you're going to find, because every activity topic wise, NEP 2020 compliant, CBSE's guidelines and circular compliant. Now these are the activities which you can give to your students and students can do them. So again, inquiry based learning, conceptual clarity, creativity, and a lot of other learning outcomes are going to be achieved. Then we have cross-curricular. Teachers, it is very difficult for you to create a cross-curricular activity where science and mathematics, because you are an expert in science, how do you integrate mathematics? So we have integrated that for you. Science and art, and similarly all the subjects have been integrated to create a cross-curricular DIY project which can be given to the students. And again, it is topic wise. So for on every topic you're going to find the cross-curricular. So again, there are 2 per 2 per topic. We'll go to the next. We have given, next is NCERT textbook solutions. As we are following NCERT and examinations also cover NCERT, so if you can see, so NCERT solutions are here. Now the teachers, you don't have to worry about how to write an answer to score 100 out of 100. Students normally, it is very difficult for a student to write a correct answer which will give them full marks. So here are the question and answers which will be very useful to you. You don't have to write the answers on blackboard or give any other notes or solution to them. Next is exemplar. Many teachers, because of difficult questions, don't try to cover exemplar in their teaching learning process. And this is a bad thought, because CBSE has introduced competency based questions. All the students, those who wish and want to do and cross JEE level, NEET, or they want to be selected in competitive examination, they have to do exemplar. The questions are tough. Teachers normally don't do them. So you can give them as homework. And we have provided you the solution so that you don't have to worry about that whether we'll be able to do these questions or not. I know many of the teachers, most of the teachers, these questions are going to be very easy. But yes, few teachers, those who will face difficulty, can use these answers. Next thing we have is case study questions. Assertion reason questions are going to be covered in diagnostic assessment. Here they are the case study questions which we have covered per chapter. So you can use these case study questions in your teaching learning process. Next is daily practice papers. Now this is a very, very interesting thing. Very interesting concept. Here, if you see, there again sub-topic wise types of chemical reaction. I'm taking 10th class science for example. Now if you can see that there's so many subtopics which are covered. The questions are classified into easy, medium and hard. Now some groups, those who have made it integrated education and charging exorbitant fees, these questions are threat to them. These questions are created by IIT experts. These questions are created by CBSE subject experts. They are the best possible questions available. Easy is for CBSE. Again, it is subtopic is also mentioned over here. Then medium is for CBSE and competency based question, and hard is for the students, those who are going to be preparing for JEE, gifted students. Now if students do these courses, questions, I am 100% sure, starting from class 6, if these questions are being done, if these courses are being used, if diagnostic assessment is being done, which is given by us, 20% of the improvement is guaranteed. And by the time student reaches to class 12, they will be able to crack JEE, they will be able to crack NEET examination, and they'll be able to score 100 out of 100. Again, at the end of this, after all this, you will find the solutions with the proper descriptions to these questions. Step by step is given as per the CBSE marking scheme, so that it is easy for students to understand and it is easy for you to teach. You might not be an IITian, but now with these DPPs, you can act like an IITian. Can you imagine, at a lesser than a cost of a coffee cup per month, you can be an IITian. Your principal is going to give you a good increment. Next is previous year question paper bank. Again, the board papers, topic wise, we have created these question banks. Now these question banks are again topic wise, and the solutions are there, and year is mentioned. So till 2025, we have given you these questions. Teachers, you might have played Stapu, Kho-Kho, Gilli Danda in your, when you were a student, when you were a child. Pittu, Kabaddi. Now what we have done is, we have integrated these courses, learning with the topics, we have integrated into this topic wise. So you can play Gilli Danda and still teach chemistry. You can play Pittu and still teach accountancy. You can play Kabaddi and still teach mathematics. Can you imagine? This is brilliant. You use it with your students. Make them aware with the traditional games we used to play in our times. Then next is Bloom's taxonomy and multiple intelligence based grid. This grid itself, it's going to cost you a lakh per subject, because it is Bloom's taxonomy and multiple intelligence 6x8 grid. This is an amazing masterpiece created by School of Educators. Learn by chapter and chapter wise. There is no other resource available like this, where all the 6 levels of Bloom's and 8 levels of multiple intelligence and activities are there. You can give it to your students, do with your students, and this is just amazing. Try to use this resource. No teacher on earth can compare the kind of quality teaching you are going to do. Use this resource. Again, this is NEP aligned, this is CBSE aligned, this is NCF 2023 aligned, and this resource, alone resource itself is so valuable. But we have a lot of other resources too. Okay, next is art integrated project. So CBSE in 2025 have come out with the latest pair of states, and according to that, again, chapter wise we have created these projects for you. Topic wise we have created these projects for you. If you can see, this is chemical reaction and equation, and this is Jammu Kashmir and Gujarat. The next, Chhattisgarh and Kerala. So we have created these projects under pairing all the 17 pairs which are mentioned by CBSE in 2025 circular. So you can use these projects for art integrated curriculum, which is mandatory to be submitted for a student to pass. So you can use these projects, art integrated projects, for your students, and students can very well do these projects. Again, it is very difficult for you to create this, but with the cost of a coffee, again, can you imagine? Then we have mind maps which you can use for revision, because brain works in this way. Brain doesn't work linearly. Brain works, the neuron works in a very form that immediately information can be given to us. So these resources can be, this mind map is very useful, and students must make it. Then we have clearly defined learning outcomes, which is expected out of NCERT and CBSE, which is again topic wise. And the next thing is diagnostic assessment. Diagnostic assessment is the heart of this project. Diagnostic assessment finds out the learning gaps. Normally in final examination, what we find out, what students know. But here we find out what students don't know, which is very important. Let me give you an example. Let us say a student is in 6th class and he scores 90% marks. So we know what he knows. But 10% what he doesn't know, we never know. When he comes to 7th class, this learning gap is going to add up, accumulate. And he will score 70, 85, 90, 85% marks. And by the time because the questions which are going to be based on 6th class, learning gaps, the child won't be able to answer. And this gap is going to increase year by year, which is a threat to that child, because the child will become weak by the time he reaches class 12. So our diagnostic assessments are very important and an integral part which can be used. I'll just show you the website also. This is a diagnostic assessment website which can be used. Diagnosticassessment.in is the name, which can be used class 6 to class 12 to find out learning gaps of a student. It is just like a pathology report. It is just like a pathology report where you can find out what you don't know. It is chapter, topic, subtopic. In subtopic there are again 15 key concepts on the base of that subtopic, and we analyze and tell you what you don't know from the whole chapter. Doing sample papers is useless, because sample papers, not all the topics will be covered. Not you will get to know what you don't know. But with these diagnostic assessment, you will get to know what you don't know. So these are all the possible things, resources in this. In fact, there's something more. After you complete all the chapters, there are sample papers. So you can go through the sample papers. You don't have to create these papers on your own. You can use these sample papers for teaching in your class with the blueprint and everything. Teachers, I highly recommend, because not just getting these resources, but you are also getting a CPD certificate attached to when you do this, which is verifiable. So you must buy these resources, take this course, become a better teacher. Not just increment you're going to get. Imagine the kind of resource you have. I know it will be difficult for doing everything together, But whatever you can use STEM-based activities, you can use exemplar solutions, you can use cross-curricular activities, you can use podcasts, you can use videos, you can use anything. And what is the cost? Cost of a coffee. What are you going to get? A huge appreciation from your principal. What are you going to get? Huge appreciation and love and respect from your students. Principals, don't you think that every teacher must have this resource? Your school is going to be NEP 2020 compliant. Don't you? Why you want to wait for the competition to first adapt this? Why not you adapt this? Yeah, there'll be a question that my teachers will not do. They don't want to work hard. They don't want. Why are you talking like this? You do it. They will do it. You are saying like this, not your teachers. Give them these resources. They will get CPT certificate. They will get, these resources and to become a better teacher. And your school is going to be NEP compliant, CBSE compliant, NCF 2023 compliant. Can you imagine? In the competition, in the vicinity schools, your school is going to be the top. And for the management, you cannot miss out. You have opened the school to give quality education. And this is what quality education means. You are giving resources to your teachers. They don't have to waste your time in creating these through, hours and hours to wasting of the time. Let them spend every single moment with their student, because all the resources are ready-made. We are giving them, we have built them for you, and use them as efficiently as possible. I'm sure every teacher will adapt the one of its own kind course from Learn by Chapter wise School of Educators. Thank you very much for patient hearing, and I'm sure adapting this course, paying for a coffee per month, you can be the best teacher on earth. Thank you.